So you just got your Tesla, congratulations. And your friends are probably telling you to get this and that, and it might be a little bit overwhelming. So this video is exactly just for that, so we can show you what I actually use in my Model Y and in my other Teslas. So just a little bit of background, I've been a Tesla owner since 2018. I've actually owned the S3, X, and Y. So I know a little bit about accessories and the cars itself. Not only that, we started Test Bros because I wanted accessories for my Tesla affordably and easily. Every single product that we sell in our store is actually tested by me or one of our team members, and we make sure that we sell something that we actually use in our cars. And whether you buy from us or not, that's okay too. And this video is for you, so we get you on the right track as far as what you actually need. So follow me, let's get right into it. So this is one of those things that a lot of people think that it should come with the car, right? So some of the other EV makers do actually have it, like Rivian, where it goes up and down, which is kind of cool, but Teslas don't. So this is one of those aftermarket things that I did to my Y. I actually did it to my first Y and also the second Y. And the reason being is actually during like COVID in 2020, it was really awesome because I could pick up groceries and then I could just open this up, they could put it here, and then I could close it from the inside. So that's kind of nice. And other things that I've been using it, I do actually put all my pickleball stuff here. I play from time to time, or like tennis or pickleball, whatever sports, but it is a convenient one, the Frunk bin organizer. And what this is, it's a more harder plastic. Normally without it, it's just kind of like one big space, which is kind of nice. You could put some small bags and stuff, but I do like having it a little bit more organized. So if you're like me and like things compartmentalized, this gives you like about 5 in smaller sections, and it gives you 1 in the middle. Going back to the Frunk, Power Frunk, you could do it on the app. You could close it from the inside. It has some really cool capabilities. So all you do is you close it, and there you go. So now we have the mud flaps, and this is for the front and the rear. And the reason why this is so important is that actually the lower part typically is a pretty thin part of the paint. And because it's the lowest part, it's also typically the dirtiest part and also the area that gets damaged the most from rock chips. And what this does is as the tire rotates, it kind of catches some of that, so it doesn't sling to certain parts of it. If we show you from the back, you'll see that there's a lot of dirt build up right there in the back. Not only that, I think it looks pretty good. It gives it a little bit more of a sporty look. And I do like this because it doesn't actually rest on any part of the paint. So for example, like the Model 3 one that we have, it actually rests in the paint, and that's why we give you the PPF for that section so that you don't damage it. But this actually rests on the plastic trim, so there's not really a risk of that. So it's protecting it without damaging anything, and this is why I think this is a must get. All right guys, so now that we're in the inside, we're going to be talking about a lot of the things that I have for the interior of the Model Y. First is going to be the floor mats, and the floor mats are so important because for some of the standard range, they actually don't even come with any floor mats, but if it does, it's going to be kind of like that felt or more like that fabric, and it's really hard to clean that. So what we have is something that's really easy to clean. You can get it dirty, muddy, whatever. All you do is take it out, rinse it off, soap it up. Also super easy. And for me, I have an 18-month-old, and the moment she rides in this car, it gets decimated with like Cheerios and other snacks. So if it's good for 18-month-old, it'll be good for anyone else. The next thing is going to be the organizers. So I have 2 organizers over here. This is going to be where I put my, I guess, daily use and stuff. And this does have a felt, so it's nice for things like coins. So it doesn't, make those sounds when it's like moving around. But I do put my J172 adapter here, my wife's shades, chapstick, my key sometimes, and then it slides in and out like that. So it's really, really cool, and you can still access the bottom of the floor of this area. So that's really cool. I also have an organizer right here. This is the Armrest organizer, and this is nice. I have an Advil here, a couple of my pen, business cards, gum, and then this is the same thing. It allows, you just remove it. You just kind of lift it up, and then you have space. And what's nice is it's grooved like this because it still gives you access to your 12 volt, okay? So if you were using that, it's not really gonna I guess, affect anything right here. The next thing is going to be the armrest cover. And this is quite nice because it's a nice padding. And a lot of people, when they drive, they kind of put their arm like this. Sometimes they do the one hand like that. We can tend to get oily, and then you're kind of putting kind of your body oils on that. So it kind of protects it, and it also feels a lot better. One of the feedback that we got is the stitching is a little weird. I get that. Maybe we'll come out with a different one so it's a more minimalistic, less busy on the eyes. But honestly, functionality-wise, I do like that, the fact that it has that nice padding. It's a little bit more comfortable when I'm driving, especially for long road trips. So we're going to be talking about the screen protector. This is a little bit of a debate. Some people say that, oh, you don't need it. You never hit your screen. You never touch your screen. I thought so too, actually. But there was this one incident where my wife's friend somehow like turned or something like that, and her backpack hit the screen. And it actually cracked it. And it didn't crack the screen because I actually had a screen protector, but it hit right here really, really hard. I don't know what was inside that backpack, but I was like, wow, I'm really glad that I had some level of protection. So, I don't know exactly if it was going to break, but I'm just glad that there was something in between when it got hit. So in a way, I think it's nice. There's two versions that we sell. We sell the matte version. The matte is less fingerprints. You can get the clear, and the clear kind of gives it that same OEM look if you prefer that. But I think this is a must for me, just from experience. But if you feel like you don't have a lot of passengers, you don't have kids, and this is not going to be a problem, you don't really need it. The other thing is going to be the cup holder. So if you look at the cup holder section, without it, for example, let me just give you an example here. And if you put like a water bottle like this, it actually moves around quite a bit like that. And that kind of annoys me a little bit. So this cup holder is really simple, but it has this grooves in the inside like this. So it actually holds the drink a little bit better. So once you put it in, and you can see that it moves a lot less because it's holding it a little bit better. I think the next thing is going to be the most common one that a lot of our customers buy first. It's going to be the center console wrap. Obviously, I have a white interior, but normally this is a gray, okay? And so by adding this vinyl wrap, it kind of completes the look, in my opinion. I like having this uniformity of having everything in white. I have the white dashboard, white here, and then I also actually have a steering wheel. So there's a lot of stuff here that you can customize using some of our vinyl kits. Check it out. We have a lot. And that just reminds me, before we move on to the next thing, please click on that subscribe button. We make videos every single week, and we're going to be making a lot more, so stay tuned. Wait till the end because I'm about to show you my favorite accessories in the back end. So we're in the back of the Model Y, and one of the key things for me for the trunk is going to be trunk mats. And this is awesome because if you look under this mat right here, it's this fabric over here. It's really, really hard to clean this because it's all this this hair, and you have to either use like a compressed air or like tornado or something like that, and then vacuuming is not easy. So by having something that's easier to clean like this trunk mat, it is really easy. And if you notice, it's actually divided into fourths. So if you wanted to grab something, all you do is just lift it up, and there's actually a bend already in the mat. So that is super nice. The other thing that I love is that when you lift it up, you can see that I have this trunk organizer. And I like having this, and it's actually a two-piece. So if you look, I can take this out. And then I have another one in the bottom, and it actually stacks up. But then up here, I have like my jackets, jacket for the kiddo. And it's a dual level, so I really like it. And then I can put this back down. And then, speaking of organizers, I actually also have two. I know this was hidden, but on one side, I have this organizer that goes here with this cover. So it keeps it nice. But inside here, I kind of put my cleaners sometimes. And then, baby clothes. At times, as a parent, if that's empty, sometimes we actually use that when we're traveling for like diapers. If we don't have a trash can for now. And then, so that, it doesn't smell, we put this through all the way here, and then it blocks that smell. So that's nice. So I also have one for the other side, and this is what it looks like. It's a little bit hard to take out. But in here, I have some things that are really important. This is actually an air compressor, we're working on bringing this to market. It's a really, really small one. So we're testing it right now, but super cool. Most importantly, I have jack pads. Ours comes with a case, but I use it so often that I just kind of have it like this. And then I have some trim tools. We do a lot of videos on this car particularly, so we have a lot of trim tools that I just keep inside here. And whenever we're doing projects, we just grab it from there. And this is a really cool tool that I really like. So we're gonna actually move on to this, and we'll leave this out, but this is what the organizer looks like. It's actually a heavy duty, like eco-friendly rubber called TPU, and it's pretty sturdy and it has a good shape. So speaking of this, what this does is it allows me to access the hitch, and I have an aftermarket hitch installed. I have the torque from Torquelift. It's called the Eco Hitch, Stealth Hitch, kind of those words. And to access this, normally you would have to try to use a trim tool or something like that. But this tool right here, you just kind of get under it. Just find like a point like that, and then you just kind of pull it. So it helps to have two, and then you kind of get under it, and there you go. And it makes it really easy to remove this like that. And then now that I have this cover off, you can see that I have the hitch. And you know, I don't pull a lot of stuff with the Model Y, but I do have a 1-up bike rack. So when it gets nice, nice weather, we get our bikes on, and then we can, haul it around and stuff like that. So this hitch is a 2-inch hitch. That's what I would recommend. That's a more common one, but it's really nice because when I'm not using it, I could put this back in like so. I just kind of line it up again. That pretty much sums up all the accessories that I actually have on my Model Y. If you have any other things that you think I missed out, I'm sure you guys have your accessories that you really like. Let us know in the comments below. And if you have any questions about any of the things that I talked about, also let us know. But please click on the subscribe button. We're going to be coming out with a lot of new products, a lot of new video content. Happy accessories, and we'll see you later.